You know, I think one becomes complicit in the actions of others when they continue to just deny, but you can't deny. You cannot deny when you tell on yourself.
But they beat us by a whisker.
It's really rich for Democratic leaders to say that Donald Trump is a unique threat to democracy when he peacefully gave over power.
He is still saying he didn't lose the election.
They beat us just by a little whisker. He beat us from the basement.
How would you say that? Did he lose the 2020 election?
Tim, I'm focused on the future.
That is a damning non-answer. America, I think you've got a really clear choice of who's going to honor that democracy and who's going to honor Donald Trump.
No,
It didn't go. They went to court, and the courts all said, you don't have standing. Nobody had standing. And it's
interview after interview, question after question, and in the debate, you refuse to say that Donald Trump lost the 2020 election. So I'm just going to assume that if I ask you 50 times whether he lost the election, you would not acknowledge that he did. Is that correct?
They beat us just by a little whisker.
Martha, you asked this question. I've been asked this question 10 times in the past couple of weeks. Of course, Donald Trump and I believe there were problems in 2020. You haven't asked about inflation.
No, I'm sorry. Let's stick to this.
They beat us just by a little whisker.
Did Donald Trump lose? That's the question, and you know that's the question.
I've said repeatedly, I think the 2020 election had problems. You want to say rigged? You want to say he won? Use whatever vocabulary term you want. I want to focus on the fact that we had big technology firms censoring our fellow citizens in a way that violated our fundamental rights. The fact that you're so obsessed with what word I use to describe this phenomenon rather than the phenomenon itself suggests something.
Can you see it? Or I might just seeing things.